Good day, Lords and Ladies. Welcome back to Wartales, me, Cornish-knight, and the Colonel Company. As we dive into the thick of things, it's been a little bit of time since I last did one of these videos. Just, you know, I haven't been well and the internet's been rubbish, so I haven't recorded for a couple of weeks for this. Not great. So we just need to sort of remember what we were doing. If I believe correctly, we were in Tiltron to gather. We've been gathering some minerals to make some armors. And we've taken a couple of quests and bits and pieces. So let's break camp. Made some armor, made some weapon upgrades. And then we were heading up here to basically get another job done. Is the wood chopping block ready? Yes, it is. There we go. Very nice. Going up the way, getting this quick contract done, and then we'll head back into the higher end zone, or the higher zone next door.
Might I interest you in my humble ware?
Not really, mate. You haven't got anything I particularly want.
Don't even bother trying to sell me your filth.
Yeah.
Fangs to accomplish our ancient rituals.
Cabbage perch, not bad. Reinforced sage armor. Not really interested, to be honest. I would like that recipe for 200 teeth, and I'm not picking it up.
Envious of our war paint? Sorry, must become part of the.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Relatively easy fight. We're a little bit fatigued. Okay. 3 here. Oh, so 4 here, 3 here. 1 pikeman, 2 shielders, and a bowman. 2 greatsword users and a bowman. This is fine. Relatively straightforward to deal with. Going to put one of my bears. We also have our battle horse, which would give us a whole host of momentum. We don't need to use it just yet. What I will do is I'll put the battle horse up here out of the way, and then I'll pop it around our wolves, and the wolves will get a nicer boost to their momentum. You can go here. You can go here. You can puff up the bear. This is going to be relatively over quickly, to be honest, so I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, lock that in combat. Come up behind. Kill that person off. Next person is this person, that's fine. Get up into melee. Take both of them out. Next person is this person, which is fine because we'll just get the horse. Move the horse up. Everyone gets inspiration. Which allows us to... Where did my other bear go? Didn't we have 2 bears? Or did we get another... No, we got another wolf. That's what it was. We had another alpha. Sorry. Confusing this for a different save. And that person's next. Impressive they managed to avoid getting the critical. That time not so much. With this, yeah, we'll let them flee. Get that tracker ticking up. Barry upgraded. Fantastic. So, near rivers, we can get some fish, which is always nice. In the start of battle, this unit has galvanized, which is pretty nice. Increase his strength. So that's Barry done. And there's our great weapon user. Just keep pumping up his strength. But eventually we want to be a bit careful with that. Because if you ignore stuff like willpower or movement, you'll late game you'll basically suffer for it because the enemies become stuff that attacks you via other methods. Like the ghost creatures are really quite nasty. Just wanted to pick up the hemp. Okay. So, if we want to, we can make use of our travelling system. We've got some stuff stored away we don't need to worry about. But if we want to, we can now leave this region.
I hope there is in this camp. You will find a chest. Where would you like to go?
So if we want to, we can head over to there. It would take us to around the same amount of food as it would take us to normally go there. So there we go. We don't have to pay anything, which is fine, but it will allow us to quickly traverse. Okay, so we're back here. We're stopping at the tavern, collect the bounty.
Won't you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
So, vanquish his group is fine. Loot bandit lair. That's never as easy as first said. Let's negotiate for a better price. He's down there. Okay. The bandit lair ones really escalate. So we have to be careful about that.
Look how empty this room is. Before the war, there were 2 taverns in Courtier, and we were still completely full on market days.
Let's sing and get that going. He only has the first song. can do this. There we go. Crowding to love it. Spectacles and you gain much experience will offer you precious items now as a reward, which is nice. Okay.
Oh, I don't believe a word she says. She probably came across a band of deserters. They've been running rampant in these parts since the beginning of the war.
Yeah, probably they have been. Right, so let's sell some stuff off. Get a little bit of money. I will buy his hemp.
The war drags on, and Lahart and Varnalis requisition anything they come across. I barely have anything left to sell, let alone eat.
Let's buy up her salt.
My meat is quite pungent, I admit, but I can assure you it is still perfectly edible.
Probably is. I mean, historically, people used to use spices to cover up the smells of various things. Okay, so mix more hemp tea. And we'll make pork stew. Bread isn't really worth it, I find, but it will give us a bit more rations. Okay. All right. Let's rotate the bear and have him there. That's ongoing. Okay. What did I want to do? I wanted to build something. Yeah, I wanted to make another hitching post. That's normally in the crafting section, isn't it? Torches, lockpicks, rope. Maybe we have to make it the blacksmith. No, I swear we could have more than yeah, I'll make another one of these. I can't remember what I was doing now, to be honest. But it's strange. I thought we could make another journeyman. Can we only have one hitching post now? Maybe they changed it. It used to be you could have as many hitching posts as you wanted. Maybe I'm out of salt.
My meat is quite pungent, I admit, but I can assure you it is still perfect.
1 second. Okay. No, looks to be that we can't make. You can only now make a single hitching post. That's unfortunate. Common camping gear, common. And there's no way to expand it either, I don't think. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. If I'm being honest. Bit of a shame indeed. Right, so we've got that done. There's nothing we can really craft. So there's a job up here, but I believe we have to go across the river to get it. And then there's one down here. Okay. Try it off at a good pace. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a nasty fight, but we can take it. The critical hit chance went up a lot. Okay. So how are they split? A 4 and a 5. A lot of them are just straight up rogues and archers. So we can actually quite handily deal with them if we're being aggressive. Lock them down early so they can't get a lot of their abilities off. Where's my other archer? One's there, one's there. Okay, so everybody's relatively in place. Okay, let's start. We can take him out. We get galvanized, which is fantastic. Who's next up in the turn order? That archer, that's fine. Move up. Trigger the inspiration on those guys. Crit hit that person and take them out of the fight straight away. And it's these two that are up next. Take them out. Who's the next person? These two down here. Okay. No, we've got to finish these guys off because they're higher level and they're worth more XP. Trigger that. 2 critical hits, so that's a fantastic amount of damage. Yeah, well... Ah, well. That's a miss. Mate, you just... Ah, fine, I'm not... Just kill him and let's get this done. So not bad equipment. Nobody leveled up. You did our swordsman. So you're going straight into more damage output, which is good. Completed the contract. I was saying there's a question mark over here. Where exactly? We'll grab these resources. Where are they saying? So it's basically down in this direction. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the fight. So what are we looking at? 5 in the back, 4 in the front. 2 archers, a rogue, and a great weapons user with an axe. 2 archers, 2 rogues, and a great weapon user with an axe. Okay. And it's him, then it's him. Right. I know how roughly I want to play this. In this instance, they're not really close enough up. They're not really close enough together to warrant us trying to sort of. He might be able to do it actually. Worried about that guy. There we go. That should be... Actually, I think what I might do is I might switch you for you. Because then you can go up and deal with him relatively easily. Right. Well, you can go here and then Russ... Yeah, you should be able to rush onto here in your turn. Right, took that person out. Then there's this person down here, which is fairly straightforward to be dealt with. Rush this person up. It's going to be problematic. Here it is, because the gods themselves want it to be a pain. Okay. We'll take him out and we'll take him out with someone else. Okay. Where's the bear? No, we'll use the wolf for this. Though it's a bit risky, he will still add a decent enough flanking unit. Always get a crit hit and kill him straight out, which is one of the benefits of having the wolves. Okay, so you're up. Just for the sake of hilarity, I'm just going to use the horse to kick the guy to death, because I just don't use the horse very much to that kind of role. You can run up here. We'll kill him. Next person is that rogue. They haven't got any special traits besides Oath of Cowards, which is just fine and dandy for me because I'll just run up to you, get deflection, and you can be taken out the same way as well. No, these guys are higher level, so I actually want them to stand and fight. Because it's a good way of getting money and resources. Plus, I'm probably going to try and capture that guy if we're being brutally honest. Though it might be more of a hassle than it's worth. Yeah, it's going to be more a hassle than it's worth. Right, there's one guy left, which is him. Ah, well. Couldn't capture him. Okay, so where was the point of interest? There is a sturdy camp. A shabby camp. Who do we have here? Some hemp. Let's talk to them.
Woe betides anyone mounting the black steed. The beast will take them into the night, never to be seen again. Never mind the mercenaries and the ruffians who lurk here. I'd rather die from a human hand than be taken away by a demon.
What is this they're talking about?
When my sister was at sea, I used to stay here and weave wool. But with this horse causing all sorts of mayhem, I'm too scared to go out and get me loom. This is all I could take with me.
Talking about a horse. I would take the porridge recipe. That looks useful.
We fled to the south when we saw it. The black steed. It was there, just outside our fishery door. If you want to live, avoid the riverbank at all cost, and do not go anywhere near the fishery.
When my sister was at sea, I used to stay.
Interesting. We got the porridge recipe, which is good. The porridge recipe is actually a pretty powerful one, if you can get it. Milk and porridge, and it's the honey. Though I never understand the whole thing with the honey. Historically, you didn't need to have honey for pottage. It was just oats and like milk and the like. So,
If this is your first time hunting the ghost pack, I suggest you make sure you are fully prepared.
right. Let's see.
It is my honor to enhance the tracker's features when they chase after the ghost pack. To sport our war paints, you must first be initiated in our ways by a druid. At the heart of the Tool's Glade in Ludern.
Need to go to Ludern again.
Even at the height of the war, the trackers cannot abandon their hunt.
You wish to join the hunt? You're free to do so. But I must warn you, these monsters only appear under the... If you're still determined to partake in the hunt, I can give you this map. It shows you where the tracks begin. It will take all that you have to get through it.
Okay. Got that increased. So I'm more interested in looking for this black steed that they're talking about. Maize farm. Nothing else. We can still chop wood. Excellent. No more hemp or anything lying around as to... Nope. Take that. And we will camp for night. Okay, so... a couple of things of bread. A couple of things of pork sausage. Or pork stew, I should say. A couple of things of tea. We will use a couple of the fish and that. I will make some coal. Well, it's going to be charcoal, not really coal, to be honest. So let's rest. Get some resources. Monolith. That should do. Ooh, he's got a story thing. If only my parents could see me now, they'd be so proud of the fight I've become. Teach, close experience. Now let's do attitude point. Okay. Let's boost up his... Let's boost up his damage. Now it's at 40. I actually think I will boost up his movement as well, because his movement's dropping a little bit behind. Okay. And there is a wolf pack, there is a ghost pack over here. Here we go. So what are we looking at? This actually is a bigger pack than I thought, but it's still manageable. Something like this. I mean, to be honest, having something like this is probably just as well. Okay. One thing we have not yet seen is that we've yet to see some of the really nasty stuff that can come out of the ghost pack. Okay, let's start. Let's get up to here. You can only get 3 of them. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, then you're up. I would have probably killed more if I'd used him, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, the ghost pack are annoying. But they're actually fairly manageable, to be honest. It's the ghost boar that we need to be worried about now. Okay. Because that thing is going to be a pain. Yeah, definitely a pain. Don't have the movement to get to it either. Well, I suppose I might be able to. No. Units are blocking the way. Okay, that's pretty bad. No point. He can't get through. Neither can he. So the boar's got to get an attack off, which is going to hurt. Yeah, and terror's not great. And this is what I was worried about. Because we didn't finish the fight quick enough, more units turned up, including this thing, which is a nightmare. Nightmares are pretty horrifying. High strength, a lot of damage, and they have a couple of really nasty skills, such as Binding Terror deals 15 damage to a target's health, and Binding Terror. This unit takes 3 terror at the end of their turn. So basically, it's really easy for them to basically break our troops. Yeah, the bear's going to have to get... the boar's going to have to basically get its hands dirty. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Problem we have now is that we have a slight unpleasant situation in the form of that guy. Okay. I'm not in range, I think. No, I can't. Okay. How far can that thing move? It can really push. Okay. So we need to basically fall back, let it come onto us, and then basically hold the line with whoever we have. Because this thing is nasty. Pikeman needs to be in the front. You can be up the front. Because we need to kill it quick. Really need to have more movement on my range units. As you can see, the nightmares are pretty terrifying. Which is why I try and finish the fights quickly. Once you get out of like the beginning area, you really need to be taking the fight as far away from these enemies as possible. Yeah, move up. Wolf is not great. Here comes the nightmare. Yeah, binding terror. Binding terror is bad. It takes 3 terror at the end of their turn, removing this next to an ally affected by the effect. Yeah, see. So this thing needs to die, and we need to kill it quickly as well. Because it also inflicts terror. That's one of the other lovely things about this horrible creature. It is an absolute monster when it comes to producing terror. But we can still take it like that. So yeah. Lots of teeth. But man, is it a nasty thing to deal with. So that's our first sort of night terror. They are not fun. Influence. Ghost Hunt. Defeat the Ghost Pack and kill the Nightmare. Yeah. Right. Get that turning into meat. And we need to get to the fishery to see what this black beast is about. Yeah, let's throw some wheat. Ooh, dark steed. So it's nimble, scrawny, but we can carry more stuff, which is always nice. Free horse. There's nothing particularly special about it, it's just a horse. So when he seems to escape from a battlefield, it looks like it wants to follow you. Yeah, okay, fine. Darkseed has joined your troop, your companion have no opinion on this. Yeah, I mean, why would they? It's just a horse. There's nothing particularly outstanding about it. Let's do a bit of fishing. Get a couple of perch. Some more perch. Ah. Come on, we can do this. Two pike and a piece of wood. So not anything fantastic, but it does help our food supply. Then we can head back to the village to collect our pay. Okay, I don't need another battle steed. And plus it's not really set up for it. Let's just give it extra con. Means we just have a lot more carrying space. Just love to be able to make another itching post. As it stands right now, we've got like a ton of horses. Haystack. This haystack can serve as a mix of bed for a companion or tasty for a pony. Decisions. Get in there. Snacks for ponies it is.
Would you like to buy this map? It is all I have left from my old life, but my children need food more than they need weapons. Oh, did you really just buy it?
So we have a treasure map. Never say no to a treasure map. Okay, so we can't take any of that stuff, and there's no hemp. Excellent. Let's get back to town. Go to the tavern first.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Okay, so we still got that bounty out. Yeah, I really don't like the legendary fights in this game. They a bit unbalanced, if you're asking me. Can we sing again?
Look how empty this room is. Before the war,
No.
There were 2 taverns in Courtier, and we were still completely full on market days.
Okay. Make anything in the Indian, in the apothecaries. Critical hits, shielding might be useful. But did I have anybody that was basically... I think I was going to do it for him, if I recall. Yeah, so let's make a shielding potion. Yeah. Every time a skill deals damage, has a 50% chance to reduce the damage taken for 3 rounds. Okay, yeah. Was that? And we didn't. There wasn't anything else we could do. We could make some more medicine. Always useful to have.
Usually, I'm only allowed to tend to the animals, but don't let that worry you. Man and beast are not that different.
That's a bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Let's get this up. It was either you or you who were going to get it. I think it's going to be you because you are the captain of the unit. So you get that. Every time a skill deals damage, there's a 50% chance to reduce damage taken for 3 rounds. So basically, we can throw him really into like the thick of melee, and he can tank like an absolute beast now. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get sold or scrapped for resources. But that's for next time, folks. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been Wartales. Wartales with the Colonel Company. And our little group keeps... We actually, to be honest, we've got more animals in our party than we have people. So I may actually have to hire another person. But that's for next time, folks. See you all around. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.